aslında zaten biraz oynadım ama sesim gelmemiş nedense. Bu yüzden baştan başlayacağım. Ama çok oynamadım, o yüzden sıkıntı yok gibi. Evet. Okey. Psst. Televizyon konuşuyor burada. Bunun kim olduğunu bilmiyorum. Come on Joe, look sharp. The game is starting and the player needs a good first impression of its main character. Harbi. And I'll admit my little prank on you might have gone a bit overboard. But remember, life is 90% how you take it. Stay focused and look at the brighter side of things. I had no idea what the brighter side is, but you should totally find it. Bye bye. Rüya mıymış? Bir dakika, ben unuttum biraz o yüzden. Bunun yanında bir şey var. Primera. Ya da Primera. Ne bileyim. O tarz bir şey. Ben patronuma aşık bir bar çalışanıyım sanırım. Ben böyle anladım burayı. So who was that letter from? Nobody. Ne letter ya? Hangi mektup? Save alalım. Zaten almışım burada bir tane. Onun üzerine aldım. Aynen. Mass immigration continues as well as stress. Burada şehrin problemleri falan anlatıyor. İşte çok az ürün varmış falan filan, insanlar sinirliymiş falan. For kim bilmiyorum, diyor ki gider miydin? Ben de diyorum ki sensiz asla. I wonder what Alma thinks of something. Alma kim bilmiyorum, Alma burada işte güvenliksel, siber bir şeyler anlatıyor. Yani şu an okumayacağım tekrar bunları. His acting is unnatural. I don't think he cares about the rules of nature anyways. Burada bir tane yeni çıkan diziden bahsediyor. Cybergun Hills. Okey, bir şekilde. Ya okumak istiyorsanız belki diye şöyle kaydırıp geçeyim. Hızlı kaydalım. Böyle. Let's go. İşe geldik. Good evening. Oh, hey there, Joe. Oh, hey, John. John. Ne oldu? When will you admit you have a John face, girl? John değilmiş adı. Ya ben bunları oynadım ama neyse. Yine oynamış gibi tepki veriyorum yanlışlıkla. Ben de böyle bir hastalık var. When you let people call you Jules. Quiet. Are you okay? You look distracted. Where's boss? She went out to buy some stuff and... Did you hear what I just told you? You said something? Yes. That you look distracted. Very, very distracted. It's nothing. I'm just thinking about stuff. What stuff? Well, I have to pay rent by the 30th, which is always stressful, and there's also the fact that I spent a full hour yesterday apparently talking to myself, not to mention the fact that 2 days ago I found out the bar is at risk of closing. So not only is my life being shaken up, I'm apparently going crazy. On top of that, Nurturing 4 left me with a completely empty wallet and I'll get evicted if I miss rent again. And there are all the beer cans around my apartment and... Jill. Sorry, did you say something? Bugün çalışabilecek misin? Tabii ki de. Tamam, o zaman basitleri tekrar gözden geçelim. Yani ne olur ne olmaz. Eğer piyano ben yapabilirsem gerisini skipleyeceğim ama biraz benimle burada dene, tamam mı? Şu güreşle başlayalım. Navigation bar'ı kullanarak recipe'ye bak. Sol üstte işte diyor, onları göreceksin. Ayrıca içecekleri tatlı ya da erkeksi olarak sınıflandırabiliyormuşum. Direct the desired amount of ingredients from their cells on the right to the shaker in the center. Doğru sayıda shaker'a koyacağım. Bittiği zaman mix'e basacağım. Tekrar basıp durduracağım. Okay. Eğer bok gibi gözüküyorsa reset'e basacağım. Even while the shaker is moving, don't be afraid to use it. Tamam. Reset butonuna gittiğim zaman basabiliyormuşum. Jill hemen kızıyor işte. Zaten biliyorum sen mal mısın falan diyor. Tamam şu an. Piano Man ya da Sugar Rush yapacağız. Woman değil man. Ha. Bunu yapalım ya. 2 tane bundan, 3 tane bundan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tane bundan. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tane. 5 tane bundan. 3 tane bundan. Tamam. Sonra bunu 10 defa sağa sol yapacağız. Ya ben all on the rocks and mix diyormuş. Pardon. 2 tane, bundan 3 tane. Bundan 5 tane. Bundan 5 tane. Bundan 3 tane. Rock. Tamam al. Evet. Şimdi çalışalım. Aynen. Burada bayağı uğraşmıştım ben öğrenmek için ya. Bunu biliyoruz zaten. Geç. Diyor ki arkadaşlar burada diyor ki ürünlerin sayılarını 2 katı ekleyerek büyükçilik yapabiliyorsun diyor. Optional karma train diyorsa da bunu eklemeyebiliyorsun. Tamam sus biliyoruz. If you add too much of it, the client will get drunk faster. Aynen. Are you done with the exposition? Harbi. Bit. Hey guys. Dana geldi. Ha bu Dana'ymış ismi. Bulsun. I don't know. Found her while I was out shopping. Why bring her here? Well, it was either leave her outside at the mercy of society's finest or bring her unconscious body in here. She's going to make such a ruckus when she wakes up, you know that. That's up for you to deal with. I'll be in my office. You can't just push that responsibility onto us. We have work to do, damn it. There are 2 of you. Believe in yourselves. Do you think Sheaf knocked her out? Nah, that's unlikely. She'd be crowing out it or taunting us if that were the case. And it's not like her to pick up on such a small girl, at least not unprovoked. Yeah, you're right. We'll just need to keep it quiet. She seems to be just sleeping soundly, not comatose. Yeah. Tamam o zaman gece başlasın. Evet sen tuvaleti temizlerken ben çalışayım. Derken We had some interesting clients come in. Dogs, lots of them. Bir sürü köpekler gelmiş. Şaka yapıyorsun. Şaka yapacak birine mi benziyorum kanka? O zaman beni bunlarla uğraşmaya bıraktığın için şimdi gidip tuvalet temizleyeceksin seni aptal köpek parçası. İyi eğlenceler. Bu kadar mı? Tamam. Problem görmüyorum. Temizleme şeyleri nerede? Burada. Evden getirdin değil mi? Evet öyle yaptım. Tamam. With that out of my way, let's play some music on the new jukebox. Oh, evet. This model needs to have all of its 12 slots filled with songs before it can start. I wonder what was the logic behind that decision. Tamam şimdi 12 tane şarkı seçeceğiz. Ben bayağı bakmıştım buraya. Ve şu sayfadakiler bayağı iyiydi galiba. Bunlar mıydı bakayım. Ama bak benim beğendiğim şarkılar var burada. Hani oynak böyle daha. Böyle gitarsal falan ama bana hiç uymuyorlardı. Ben onları açıp oynadım biraz ve hiç uygun değillerdi. Çok komik duyuluyordu. O yüzden şöyle en baştan 12'sini açacağım direkt. Ve böyle ilerleyeceğim. Çünkü ileride yani mesai değiştikçe değiştirebiliyoruz. Sıra sıra hepsini açacağım o yüzden. Bir de atlayabiliyoruz sağ üstte o yüzden bayağı iyi. Nereden? Ha şuradan atlanabiliyor. İçecek yapma ve hayat değiştirme zamanı. Hey sen bana bir bira ver. Tamam. Biramızı yapalım şimdi. Bir tane bundan, 2 tane. Ay. Reset. Bir tane bundan, 2 tane bundan. Bir tane bundan, 2 tane bundan. 4 tane bundan. All mixed. Tamam. Al. Olmaz bu yeterli değil. Bana bir büyük bir bira ver. Tamam. O zaman her şeyi 2 ile çarpıyoruz şu an. 2 4 8. Bu fena bir oldu. Başka bu kadar. Yapamadım neden? 2 bundan, 4 bundan, 2 bundan, 4 bundan, 8 bundan. 7 tane koymuşum. Malım. Neyse dur. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Ay ya. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Hah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How about this one? Evet. Şimdi bu benim gibi bir adam için güzel. Like. Evet. I was in a meeting close by. This hellhole could certainly use a presence like mine. Şanslısın ki yakında bir toplantıdaydım. Bu bok çukuru benim gibi bir şeye... Neyse. Although to be fair, work has taken me towards hellholes like New Jersey Tree. Yani fair olmak gerekirse iş beni daha kötü bok yollarına götürdü. New Jersey 3 gibi. Hı. Ne iş yapıyorsun kanka? Donovan D. Dawson'la konuşuyorsun. Chief Editor ve Augmented Ay'ın editörü ve sahibi. Ben evet demeden orada hiçbir şey publishlenmez. Evet, günümüz güzel başladı falandır şu an. You're the one to blame for the barrage, bilmiyorum, of daily articles on Alice Rabbit'ten. Çevirmeyeceğim bunu. Hey, people love those articles. They love reading about that urban legends. Can you blame them? The idea of some wildcard hacker working for their own goals and nobody else's. Bir tane hacker var, Alice Rabbit diye. En başta telefona bakarken Augmented Eye uygulamasında yazıyordu. İşte kendi istediği şekilde sağa sola hackliyormuş sanırım. Onun hakkında yazıyor bu adam. That's the kind of corny shit that brings the clicks. Bize tıklanma veren mısırlı bok bu. Her türlü insandan tıklanmalardan bahsediyor işte. And clicks bring money. Tıklamalar rating, para veriyor ve para da güzel şeyler veriyor. Araba, ev ve plastik surgery gibi şeyler. Yazdığın umurunda değil, sadece her gün onun hakkında yazıyorsun. Ve bazıları haber bile değil, sadece teori ya da yani başkalarından kopya falan çekiyorsun. Senin gazeteni okurken bir gün bile Alice Rabbit hakkında yazı görmediğim gün olmadı. Peki, öncelikle ben yazmıyorum. Benim çalışanlarım yazıyor. O fakir piçler think it'll help make them full-time employees. Onları tam zamanlı çalıştıracak bir şey olduğunu sanıyor bunun. I'm just capitalizing on this topic while it's popular. Ben sadece popüler olduğu süre boyunca capitalize'lıyorum. Ve ikinci olarak, we're tired of one article about a supposed hacker, but not all the daily stories about murders and other horrors. Diyor ki tek bir hacker'ın her gün yazılmasından bıktın ama her gün cinayetlerin ve öbür korkunç şeylerin yazılmasından bıkmadın mı diyor. O kısımları her zaman filtreliyorum. Günümü korkmuş ve iğrenç bir şekilde başlatmak istemiyorum. I have enough pressure and problems as is. I don't need to add Glitch City's lovely citizens to the list. Zaten bir sürü problemim var. Bir de Glitch City'nin sevgili sakinlerini listeye eklemek istemiyorum. Enough pressure and problems as is. You're smarter than you look, kid. But if more people were like you, I'd go bankrupt from the lack of traffic. Görünümden daha zekisin çocuk ama senin gibi daha fazla insan olsaydı fakirlikten ağzım bok olurdu. Ama işim kolaylaşırdı tabii. Nasıl yani? People get bored of a certain kind of news after seeing it repeatedly. İnsanlar belli bir tip haberleri çok fazla gördükten sonra sıkılıyor. Bu işe başladığım zaman it only took the news of some elderly woman being killed to guarantee clicks. Bu işe başladığım zaman sadece yaşlı bir kadının öldürülmesini yazmak tıklanma alıyordu. Şimdi ise you need an elderly woman carrying a sick baby boy getting hit by a truck. Şimdi ise yaşlı bir kadının hasta bir küçük çocuğu taşırken kamyonet tarafından ezilmesiyle klik alıyorsun. Ölüm yeterli değil. Arkasında bir hikaye arıyorlar. That's why I like those urban legends. They are easier to write about and you can make up any shit you want. Bu yüzden bu efsaneleri seviyorum. İşte hacker efsanesi gibi. Yani daha kolay yazması ve yani istediğin boku sallayabiliyorsun falan. Spam them while they're hot and even people like you, people who avoid the murder stories, will see them. Daha yeni başlamışlarken onları spamla işte çok fazla paylaş ve senin gibi insanlar da dahil insanlar yani murder story'leri avoid'leri insanlar da görecek. Konuşamadım neyse. Anladınız bence. Ve bu para getiriyor ve söylediğim gibi para da güzel. I guess he has a point. What about the opinion columns? Aren't those good source of traffic too? Oh, I hate those brats. They just write about how they're better than everyone else. They might also write about how everyone that likes a certain something should be sodomized. The worst part about that is they know half of our clicks come from them, so they get all diva-like on my ads. I think you're being too harsh. What about? No, wait. I was thinking of another newspaper. Yeah, the columnists on your page are annoying. See? The kid on the restaurant critic column, shit, forgot that brat's name. Restaurant? I believe that's that kid. Couldn't care less about his name. Anyway, his column is the least visited of the bunch. He gets less hits than the obituaries. However, he still insists that I keep paying for his adventures to outrageous restaurants. I wouldn't have any problem with that if he actually wrote about half of the places he visits. How so? He rarely writes about the places the newspaper sends him to. I've even heard he tries to get free meals by proclaiming that he's a food critic. Poor bastard only gets laughed at when he says that. I do remember some guy coming here asking for free drinks and saying he was a critic or whatever. Did he look like a fat child with a really small face? No. Wasn't this one then. Anyway, all this talk made me thirsty. Try to give me a beer this time, please. Okay. Ben daha bir yapalım şimdi. Bir tane bundan, iki tane bundan, bir tane bundan, iki tane bundan. 2 bundan, 4 bundan. Bir bira. Evet. Bu bir bira. Devam et çocuk. Bir gün daha iyi olacaksın. O zaman söyle bana. Bu bok çukurunda hiç ünlülerini görüyor musun? Lütfen buraya bok çukur demeyi kes. Eğer bir yer sabun ve köpek şişi kokuyorsa I'm within my constitutional rights to call it a hellhole. Burada elimden geleni yapıyorum, teşekkürler. Who was that? Very important. Hey, duydum onu. Dediğim şey yüzünden alınma çocuk. Ben binayı insultluyorum, seni değil. Bunu çukurdaki küçük bir bok olarak düşünebilirsin. Boklu bir çukur yerine istersen. Güzel. O zaman ünlüler. Çok değil. Yani bildiğim kadarıyla değil. Ay, neden? Öncelikle you have a serious VIP as a client, but I don't see you losing your shit. Öncelikle şu anda ciddi bir VIP müşterin var ve aklını kaçırmıyorsun. You're not making me feel special honey. Beni özel hissettirmiyorsun kanka. İkinci olarak ben her zaman ünlüler hakkında dedikodu yapmayı severim. Özellikle şu kırmızı halısal ünlüler hakkında. O herifler seviyormuş gibi davranıyor ama bir dakika. Those false people pretend to love but actually want to see fall from grace. Ha. Şu herifler hani insanların seviyormuş gibi davrandığı ama aslında sadece berbat duruma gelmelerini görmek istedikleri. Pretend to love fall from grace. Why do you think that gossip about famous people always sells? Ünlüler hakkındaki dedikodular neden çok fazla satar diye düşünüyorsun? İnsanlar ünlüleri seviyormuş gibi davranır ama aslında sadece onların kendi seviyelerine düşmesini görmeyi bekler. Onların sıfırladığını görmek isterler. To get their comeuppance for daring to be so much more successful than them. Bu sayede onlardan daha başarılı olmayı dilerler falan. Nah, I think gossip is just something everyone enjoys but nobody wants to admit to enjoying. Nah, bence dedikodu sadece herkesin hoşuna giden ama kimsenin hoşuna gittiğini kabul etmek istemediği bir şey. Yanlış düşündün. Even if you were right, it wouldn't change the fact that people love that kind of stuff. Haklı olsan bile insanların bunu sevdiğini inkar edemezsin ki zaten ben de aynı şeyi söyledim yani. Neyse. They want to escape their lives by living somebody else's. Kendi hayatlarından kurtulmak istiyorlar başkalarınkini yaşayarak. I fail to see the appeal in that whole thing. Anlamıyorum bunu. Herhangi bir filmde gördüğüm random ass birinin hangi sandaletlerle hangi çorapları giydiği ya da kime aşık olduğu neden benim umurumda olsun ki? Oh please, as a bartender, I bet you have a strong voyeuristic streak. Your kind always loves to hear that stuff. Hadi ama bartender olarak dedikodu streak'inin olduğunu biliyorum. Senin gibiler bunu sever. Kuaförler gibi. Öyle olsa bile insanların ne yaptığını sensationalize'lamıyorum. That person you know from TV acts like a human. Ay. Nereye bastım? Neyse. Just the other day I saw this committee judge bitching over what some girl was bringing to the store. No matter what you say, these people don't exist solely to entertain the public. But this problem exists because they are the ones constantly cultivating the idea that they are perfect and untouchable. Going to exotic locals, dressing in elegant ways, indulging in every luxury they can think of. All that just leaves the public craving for those little moments when they make a mistake and fall to their level. Can't say that's a lie, but sometimes the crowd just wants to see their human. Hey, that dude that plays the nice guy is indeed a really nice guy. To be fair, the gossip articles don't help, sensationalizing everything. It feels like they're instigating a behavior that shouldn't even be acknowledged in the first place. You like your big words, brat? Well, two can play that game of... Hey, you're a bartender, right? No, I'm a lab rat, hellbent on world conquest. Sarcasm wastes my time, my money, and your energy, and refrain from using it. Anyway, I just realized that a bartender like you must have heard quite a few stories in her career. Talk about changing topics. Maybe why? Wouldn't you like a column talking about those? I bet they will sell quite well. It will be like that priest who published confessionary stories and then got excommunicated and lynched. People usually tell me all this stuff because they know I'm just a simple bartender. A personal stranger of sorts. We could have your ghostwriting. Half of our staff do that. They do? You don't really think Lana Smitty is just one person, do you? Anyway, eventually the people from the stories will know it's them and then blame me. Bana diyor ki sen bartendersin, bir sürü insanla konuşmuşsundur, onların hikayelerini yaz, işte çok ünlü olursun falan filan diyor. Ben de diyorum ki bu insanlar zaten ben herhangi bir yani bartender olduğum için benimle konuşuyor. Yani bunları yazamam, linçlenirim falan. Fark ederler benim yazdığımı falan diyorum. Adam şey diyor çünkü sonra o zaman anonim yaz falan diyor. Hatta benim canımı da yakar. Ben müşterilerin hayatlarını dinlemeyi seviyorum. Ve müşterilerin canını da yakar herhalde. Peki eğer emekli olursam teklifim hala geçerli dedi. Yeah, like you remember me 2 weeks from now. Tamam. Başka içki ister misin kanki? Mr. Donovan. Mr. Donovan. Yanlış bir şey mi söyledim? Hayır hiç de bile. Sadece nasıl duyulduğunu çok beğendim. Mr. Donovan, Mr. Donovan. O kadar önemli bir şey mi? İşte herkes bana Mr. Dawson ya da patron diyor. Patron sadece bir title ve çok resmi ve çok soğuk. Öyle mi? Mr. Dawson babamdı ve büyük babamdı. Çok tipik. Ama Mr. Donovan şimdi bunu çok beğendim. Şimdi değil o, neyse. Ben literal çeviri yapmayı çok seviyorum çünkü komik geliyor ama yani ben yanlışlıkla bunu yapıyorum artık sürekli. They're referring to me. Bana sesleniyorlar. Karşılarındaki adama. Aileme değil. Mevkime değil. Patron olarak değil. Bana. Çalışanlarınızın sizinle kişisel olarak yakınlaşmasını istiyorsunuz Bay Donovan'ın. Oh tanrım hayır. Ama benden korkularını istiyorum. Onların patron olduğum için değil ya da maaş çeklerinde benim isim olduğu için değil. Ama because I strike mortal dread into them. Starting tomorrow, I'm going to make everyone call me that. Oh yeah, you were asking something. What was it? Drink. Another one. Do you? Oh yes. You know what? Third time's a charm. Give me a beer. Alright. Bir tane daha bira yapıyoruz şimdi. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Evet. Bu güzel. Söyle bakalım çocuk. Bu pub'ın, bu barın hiç yatırımcısı var mı? Bok çukur demedi. There was some bloke named Swen that wanted to give us money if we stamped his face all over this place. But aside from that, no. Biri gelmiş Swen diye demiş ki buradaki her yere benim suratımı yapıştırın o zaman size para vereceğim. Ama onun dışında yok. Bu barların çoğu abur cubur ya fast food zincir restoranları gibi. Yani yerel bir yatırımcıları yok. Neden? Sadece ne kadar şanslı piçler olduğunuzu söylemek istemiştim. Yatırımcılar eski karından... Ne? Bunu nasıl çevireceğim? Bir dakika. Yatırımcılar eski karından daha çok bok yiyor. Yok öyle olmaz ya. Suck harder. Yatırımcılar eski karından daha sert sakso çekiyor. Aynen. Dur. Those bastards think they're so important because they put their money in the company. Bu piçler kendilerini aşırı önemli sanıyorlar çünkü sadece şirkete para ödüyorlar. Well I mean you give me money so you can make more. Let me do my thing and I'll give you your money. Demek istediğim bana para veriyorsun ki sen daha fazla para yapasın. İstediğim yapmama izin ver ki sana daha çok para vereyim. But no, they have to stick their noses and start changing the silliest of stuff. Ama hayır, burunlarını sokmalı ve en küçük şeyleri bile değiştirmeye başlamalılar. Patron olmanın neresi iyi eğer başkası için çalışacaksın? Yeah, but that's paperwork. I make somebody else do it and call it a day. These losers ask for meetings. They start talking about stuff they don't like, stuff they found offensive. And there's always that one guy or gal that says, hey, why don't you do what the other newspaper does? Recently, they told me that they needed more clicks. More clicks! I make sure to keep stuff spicy while still keeping production quality up, but it's never enough for them. Well, you know what? They want more clicks, I'll give them more clicks. I'll show them what happens when I do what they want and don't reject ideas. They'll know who the hell Donovan D. Dawson is. Should I be worried? Nah. Neyse ki kaçmadan önce ödedi. Sven'in olduğunu merak ediyorum ama o zamandan beri ondan hiç haber almadık. Jill. Evet. O tuvalette ne oldu? Crafty dogs, I tell you, you think their short legs will hinder them. The ceiling, the sinks, the toilets, the vents. Her yere sıçmışlar abi. Ondan bahsediyor şu an. Şş, sessiz ol, şurada uyuyan Brian Rose'u uyandıracaksın. Bu bir referans galiba, ben anlamadım şu an. Bunu unutmayacağım. Evet. Abi müşteri. Valhalla'ya hoş geldin. Hoş geldiniz. Sizin için ne? Big gut punch first. Alright. Gut punch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Doldur. 1, 2. Ay çok fazla koymuşum. Mix. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Al. Yapabiliyorsun demek. Bu Ayyaş evi bir var mı? Bok çukuru, Ayyaş evi. It smells like dog urine and soap. How the hell do you expect people to feel comfortable in here? Bizim küçük Ayyaş evimize gelmenize çok şaşırdım. Bye. What the hell do you care? Sana ne basement'den? Sorry for the question then, Mr. Ingram McDougall. Ingram. Koku için kusura bakmayın. Şu an çözmeye çalışıyoruz. Küçük bir aksilik oldu hafta sonu. Ama şu an salı. Lütfen deneyiminizi daha iyi yapmam için ne yapmam gerektiğini söyleyin. Sana para verirsem benimle bir otele gelip birkaç saat takılır mısın? Hayır. O zaman bana içecek vermek için hiçbir şey yapamazsın. Peki. May I ask why you decided to come to our bar then? Somebody recommended me this place and I have absolutely no idea why she likes it. She says she's a regular here and all. I'm starting to adopt her tastes. A regular? Can I ask who? No. I'll concede one thing. Whoever picks the music at least has decent taste. Eyvallah. Hey Jill, where did you put the dish soap? Gills run out. Below the sink where it's always been. Right. Oh, a customer. Good evening, sir. Hope you enjoy your stay at Valhalla. So, any other feedback you want to provide the establishment so we can enhance your customer experience? No, nothing. That's an interesting change of heart. I can't afford to slander this place knowing she is here. You know my boss? I don't know her, but I know who she is. Donna Zane, the Red Comet. The woman who fended off mall riders all by herself, knocking them out cold one by one. Bizim patron insanları döven bir manyak karıymış. Ondan bahsediyor. Bunu tanıdığı için hiçbir şey diyemiyor artık paramıza. That's an achievement and a little title I've never heard before. Ve biz bundan hiçbir şey duymamışız. I know Baz did quite a few things before opening this bar, but that sounds... Would you happen to know how she got her mechanical arm? I heard a couple of stories, but they sound too fantastical to be true. Şey sorduk işte, patronun kolundaki metal kolunun hikayesini biliyor musun dedim. Dedi ki o da işte çok fantastiklerdi, inanmak için fazla absürtlerdi falan dedi. İlgi çekici bir şekilde davranışların değişti. O kadının silahlı rioterları çıplak elleriyle aldığını, öldürdüğünü gördüm. Böyle bir şey gördüğün zaman it's hard to not keep your mouth shut in front of them. Karşılarında ağzını kapalı tutmamak elde değil. Rahatla. Rahatlayabilirsin ama. 2 ya da 3 kere müşterilere sataştığını gördüm. Birisinde 5. Class 5 silahlar vardı. The other one a pickup artist and the ladies had an alpaca. Öbürü pickup artisti ve öbürünün de bir alpakası vardı. Alpaka mı? Gerçek bir alpaka değil ama there's this woman that owns a textile company. She got really drunk and she started screaming she was an alpaca. She started spitting on everything afterwards. My boss had to show her the exit. I'd rather not remember that night, so let's leave it at that. Can I get you anything else? Give me a pile driver, please. Please? Wow. Coming right up. Adam bir anda aşırı kibar oldu. Bizim patronun adam olduğunu görünce. Kadın oldu kadın. Kadın kızı kadın. 3 tane bundan. 1, 2, 3, 4 tane bundan. Okay. All mixed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Al. İyi gibi. Hey karı. Eskiden hiç orgazm fakledin mi? Yanlış anladım galiba, pardon. I asked if you've ever faked an orgasm. That's a question I'm not gonna answer. I'll take that as a yes. I was just thinking about how good a lie can be. I mean, even the most sincere of people lie once in a while. Lies can buy you time, lies can make you happy. Reality will come crashing through the door eventually, but for that moment, the lie can give meaning to you. Şu an boş yapmaya başladı, sarhoşlaştı galiba. I say lies are like your porn stash. You know they exist, but you shouldn't acknowledge them. Does that mean you really faked orgasms? Because you look like you have a lot of experience. Still, that's quite the random thought to just suddenly have. Are you perhaps lying about something right now? Not really. I was just thinking about people making polite comments about this crack house. Of course you were. Hey, I'm gonna need another drink here. Already? Don't you think you're drinking a bit quickly? That's my problem, not yours. Give me a fringe fever. Alright. Bir bundan, 9 bundan. All aged and mixed. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's up to me. Hey lady, have you ever felt empty? Empty how, like hungry? No, I mean empty like there's a part of you missing. Ah be. An urge to get or do something that I just can't satisfy. Have you tried taking up a hobby? It might not solve your problems, but it might keep you busy enough to avoid thinking about it. Any suggestions? Well, collecting stuff, reading, bungee jumping, combat sports, exercising. Sounds a lot cheaper than the alternative, which is an alcohol. I tried sex tourism once. It was like a bloody Russian roulette of STDs, so I left midway through. I once burned my Christmas bonus hiring 3 women for an orgy. Porn is more amusing and way cheaper. I've also hired a girl to act like my daughter for a day for 3 years in a row now. Nothing seems to do it. Have you tried rescuing a puppy? You can't fuck puppies, at least you shouldn't. I'm drawing a blank then. Can't think of anything that might help. I wasn't expecting you to help me, or to believe me. I could have been lying through my teeth this whole time. People lie, lady. Anyway, I'm leaving now. This smell's killing me. Please come again. Don't count on it. Good. Boss, I'm gonna take my break. Alright. Ara verdik şu an. Evet, adam çok garip şeyler söyledi ve gitti yani en sonunda. Kaydet. Evet. Devam. Okay. At least I didn't get locked up this time. Tamam, şimdi bundan itibaren şarkılarımızı seçelim. Tamam. Okay then, back in action. Good evening. Would you mind taking your helmet off? Oh, sorry. It's so comfortable. I usually forget I have it on. Televizyona dokunabiliyoruz bu arada şu an, hatırladım. We watch, we protect. Polis yani şu an. Yeah, thank you. What can I get you, miss? Master Specialist at your service. Wait, that's too long. Just call me Say. What can I get for you, Say? Let's see. I'm in the mood for a sweet drink. But not sweet as in cool. Although a cool drink would be nice too. But not cool as in great, and especially not as in big. More so since I have to get up early tomorrow and I can't afford a hangover. Sorry, did you get that? A sweet drink, preferably a cold one. That's not too big, right? Yeah, that's it. I can do that. Give me a sec. Tamam. Small sweet icy. Sweets. Ne versek ki buna? Sweet. Bunu yapalım ya. Sweet, classy, happy. Bu olsun. 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. Mixed. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Al. Bundan da istiyordum. Okay. You said you're from Valkyrie Corps, right? Are you the guys who deal with riots and such, right? Oh, no. You're thinking the Blitzkrieg Corps, the ones with huge plated suits, right? Yeah, those. No, we are different people. I mean, obviously we are different people, but we don't deal with riots or anything. In fact, you could say we deal with their aftermath. How so? To rescue, heal, and protect, we are the angels who soothe those suffering enemy attack. We are the light of hope in the darkest of times, the ones who assist the victims of crime. We watch, we protect. What was that? Sorry, it's sort of our pledge of allegiance. We recite it every morning. What it means is that our duties mostly include rescuing civilians, healing the injured, and protecting them from stuff. What kind of stuff? Burglars, rapists, car crashes, anything that might happen on our watch. You mentioned heal. Are you a doctor then? Nah, I know many doctors, but I'm not one. I'm more of a paramedic. I treat people so they can arrive safely at a doctor. I'm also kinda like a firefighter in that I sometimes rescue people from places. Damn, that must be a tough job. Sort of, but it's also really rewarding. I mean, I've yet to meet somebody that isn't glad to see me when I arrive. You must have seen some shocking sights. Yeah, this one time when I was saving some people from the top of a collapsing building, I looked down and was blown away by how pretty the city was. It was like a starry sky on Earth. Oh, and there was this time we were cleaning up the aftermath of a car crash. Water was pouring out of a hydrant. With the lights and scattered pieces of glass, it was all almost dreamlike. That's not what I meant by shocking sights. No, but those are sights, and they're shocking, right? Yeah, but never mind. Wait, did I mishear and you actually meant sights? Şu an kötü oldu ya bu şarkıdaki. I mean, sure. I've suffered the deepest, longest, and most frustrated sighs from people after everything's said and done, but don't worry, you didn't mishear. I guess I was just expecting a different kind of answer. What kind of answer? Don't worry too much about it. You finished your drink. Can I get you anything else? Something classy, a classy drink. Can you be more specific? Don't make it too big. Does that work? Sorry, I don't come to bars very often. My drinks usually come in a can. No problem, don't worry. A classy drink, right? Let's see what I can find for you. Tamam. Classy drinks. Bunu verelim ha. 2, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mixed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, this looks like something Stella will drink. Who? She's my dearest friend. Not that I don't have others, but she's the one I have known for the longest. She likes these kinds of drinks, so I wanted to see what's so special about them. And what do you think? I was expecting something stronger. I like it quite a bit. Say, Miss Bartender, what's your name? You know my name. Now I want to know yours. Oh sure, just call me Jill. Jill. Jill. Jill is short for Jillian. No, that's not right. Jillian. Julianne. Do not call me Julianne, please. Sorry about that. No, please excuse me, I didn't want to anger you. But why don't you like being called by your full name? It's a stupid reason. Don't dwell too much on that. Oh, okay. I still feel bad about angering you though. Why? Because you look like a nice girl, Jill, and I don't like angering nice people. If it helps somehow, I really like this place. That actually helps. You're the first person to say something nice today, thanks. What do you like about it? The smell of dog urine and soap? My mom used to be a veterinarian and I used to go to her clinic after school, so smell takes me back. It makes me feel comfy and nostalgic. What made you become a white knight instead of a veterinarian or anything else? Well, I was never a good student, so studying medicine of any kind was out of the question. That aside, it's mostly because of something that happened while I was a kid. A white knight attacked my friend and was coming for me when this other white knight saved us. I don't remember what happened next. I just woke up in the hospital with my friend watching over me. I mean, it wasn't a prophetic moment or anything like that, but ever since then I felt this way, my calling. Okuyamıyorum. That I wanted to help people the same way they helped me. Saldırmış bir White Knight ona ama sonra öbür White Knight onu korumuş ve şu an White Knight olmuş. It's interesting though. One will think being attacked by a White Knight will make you run the opposite direction. Bilmiyorum. Yeah, but it was another one that saved me. So I kinda guide myself toward judging everything on an individual basis. Well, not to an extremist extent, but you get me. Yeah, I try to do the same too. Why join the Valkyrie Corps specifically though? Because I wanted to rescue people from dire situations whenever possible. And going into patrols and all that felt so tiresome. It's also the one with the least paperwork involved. Now that I think about it, there are different kinds of White Knights, right? I guess White Knight is too broad a term. There is not one specific type. There are many different classes. Rescue, assault. There's even a squad full of bureaucrats. Really? Yeah. They get assigned to companies to handle the accounting and that kind of stuff. People usually ask for them because they speed up processes. But if you are assigned when a company is suspected of having weird, under-the-table deals. Interesting. There was also a squad dedicated to fighting school bullying. They were doing a nice job, but the fad of anti-bullying companies passed and they lost their funding. I believe some members still work with anti-bullying cases in an unofficial capacity. That would be nice, I think. Can I get you anything else? I don't know if I should. I can't afford that many drinks. And besides, I don't really know how much alcohol I can handle. Yeah, I can see that. Oh, you know what? I'll have something else. I remember some drink called, martini? Brandtini. No, I'm pretty sure it's martini. It's Brandtini. Trust me, I'll get you one. She wants a martini. Sorry, a Brandtini. Bu konuşan bilgisayar en baştaki kadın falan mı? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 1. 2, 5, 10. Here. Aa, haklıymışsın. Teşekkürler. Biliyor musun, ben birkaç gün içinde buraya bir arkadaşımı getireceğim. Gerçekten mi? Neden? Buranın hissiyatını beğendim ve arkadaşımla beraber bunu paylaşmak istiyorum. Biraz zor olabilir gerçi. O kız daha çok klas yerleri sever. Bu yer güzel değil ama merak etme. I know the kind of place I work in. Evet. Ne oluyor lan? But it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to... Ne oldu? Patlama gibiydi. Baksam iyi olur. Ödedim değil mi? Evet. Hadi görüşürüz. Dikkatli ol. Olacağım. Kaskını bıraktı. Neyse geri gelir herhalde, o yüzden tutalım. Ben gidip bu explosion'ın ne olduğuna bakacağım. Dikkatli ol. Ne? Oh, she woke up. Neredeyim ben? Good evening and welcome to Valhalla. Valhalla? Öldün mü? Looking at shorty downtown bar are true. Call it afterlife. I'm not dead. As far as I can tell, no. To be fair, I don't know how death or the afterlife work exactly, but sure. Breathing, right? Şu an benim açtığım şarkı mı çalıyor? Buraya aşırı uygun bence bu şarkı şu an. Alright, then where the hell am I? How did I get here? Who brought me here? What were you planning to do with me? Are you organ traffickers, robbers, rapists, pickpockets? You're pickpockets, aren't you? Neden bir şey söylemiyorsun? Went your worries, otherwise you'll just... You're rapists, aren't you? Rapists! The whole of you. Whole lot of you. Ben özürlü oldum, şu an okuyamıyorum yani. Kıyafetlerimi parçalamak ve beni dövmek istiyorsunuz ve bana çok şeyler yapmak istiyorsunuz, değil mi? Oha ya, ne diyorsun? Kanka sakin ol. Well, this is going nowhere. Let's see if I can get a drink to calm her down or to throw at her face. Tamam. Sweet bir şey verelim ya. Blue Fairy falan içsem. Bir, iki, üç, dört, beş, altı. A drink. You're in a bar. Bars serve drinks. A bar? So I figured I should give you something to help you calm down. Don't worry, it's on the house. To calm down? What did you spice it up with? Roofies? TTX? Pumpkins? God, no, I wouldn't even think of it. Your stuttering makes you suspicious, you know. If I ever added anything like that to your drink, they'd dock my pay and my tips. Not to mention, I'd have to pay any lawsuits myself. And that's the best case scenario. I could get fired and lose benefits or go to jail. And trust me, the BTC loves to catch anyone who commits that particular felony. They'd show themselves all proud of a hefty PR boost. And the thought of going through all that is just... Even if you say that, let's do something. If you go outside and head just 3 business to the left, you'll find a convenience store. They sell drug tests or drinks. Tell the cashier that Dana Zane sent you. 2 flying cars crashed and went boom. That's why it was so noisy. Any damage? A hole in the street? Don't know about the drivers or anything. I see. Either way, I think I'm done here. Did you check inside the toilet paper's locker? What about it? Oh my god. How? Why? How? Geri geldim. Bana bandaj vermeye çalıştı başta ama. Did you have to pay? No. No problem then. Try it on the drink. It says negative. There you go. But you could be in cahoots with the clerk in the store. He even knew your name. Good point, but first of all, it's not my name, it's my boss's. Second, we are pretty much part of a chain, sort of like the spicy chicken of bars. And finally, I'm not making you drink this. I offered it and you as a sign of peace. I offered it to you as a sign of peace. I mean, you are right. It is indeed suspicious on my part. Sorry. You can just ignore the drink, go through that door, and forget this ever happened. That will be it. You're at peace and nothing of value will be lost. Are you implying something won't have value because I ignored it? Are you saying my presence is so unimportant that my lack of action will yield no difference? And what about the drink? Are you gonna let this fruit of your work to go waste so easily? No, Well, I'll let you know I'm not that unimportant and that your work does matter. So, how was it? It was good, I guess. It'll help me calm down a bit, I think. Are you alright? Yeah, I guess you were telling the truth. Sorry about that. No problem. If I were you, I'd have probably reacted the same way. I should apologize for my last comment too. It came out as insensitive. I guess I'll stay for a while. I need to get my thoughts in order. Can you tell me how I got here? My boss found you unconscious. Ne oluyor ya şu an? Ağzım bozuldu. And brought you here for safekeeping. And you were asleep until that car crash outside. I see. I guess it's better to wake up here than on the streets, stripped of clothes, dignity, and our organs. How did you fall unconscious? Were you tired? Sick? I guess I'm sick, but I'd rather not talk about it. Of course. I'll tell you what, your drinks are on the house tonight. Why would you do that? Consider it an apology on behalf of everyone here for all the trouble we've caused you. Also, something tells me you might need another drink right now. Yeah, you might be right. Okay then, I'll take you on your offer. I'll have a piano man. Will you be fine? Yeah, I just gulped the last one, so I want to enjoy this one. Coming right up then. Piano man. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Al bakalım. Evet evet bu. Babam eskiden gerçekten bir piyanist onu öldürmeden önce bunlardan içerdi. Ne yaptı babam yani? Piyanisti böyle teşvik etmek için. Yanlış zamanda yanlış yerde sanırım. Bir tane barda rahatlıyordu ve sonra birden bir piyanist kafayı yedi, sahneden atladı ve babama yumruk atmaya başladı. Bazıları ilaçlarını almadığını söylemiş piyanist hakkında ve babasını şey sanmış. Piyanist. Eskiden onu eleştiren bir müzik eleştirmeni falan. Kız diyor ki bence sadece fazla heyecanlanmış. Caz sana bunu yapar falan diyor. Anladım. Piyano benim ilgi çekici bir hikayesi var. It was originally created by a bartender in honor of a pianist friend of his that had just died. Bir tane bartender'ın arkadaşı ölmüş. Piyanist bir arkadaşı onun adına yapılmış. İçecek onun adına yapmış içeceği. Apparently it mixes all the flavors said friend liked the most. Ölen arkadaşının en sevdiği tatların karışımıymış Piyanoman. Çok tatlı. Yani bu uzun bir iş gününden sonra içki içmenin hissettirdiği his falan. I'm not sure if I like the fact that I'm falling into that. Where do you work, miss? Call me Kim. I don't know if I can say I work yet, though. I'm still just an intern. Can I ask where? Have you heard of a newspaper called The Augmented Eye? Ulan az önce patronun gelmişti. I read it every morning. In fact, Donovan D. Dawson was here earlier. I knew I smelled his nasty cologne. That bastard leaves his reek wherever he goes. So you believe me? I do. God, you had no idea how much I hate that okuyamadım. Güldük herhalde burada. Aynen. Sert kelimeler. Ve bunun en kötü yanıysa adamı yaptığı işleri imreniyorum hafiften. He's so forceful about the things that he wants that people have it done before they realize what's going on. He even got a pizza delivery boy to work server maintenance. A full week passed before the pizza shop asked where the hell he was. And would you believe it? The guy became decent at server maintenance, despite having no previous experience. It's kinda admirable, but at the same time, I hate his guts. Ugh. Knowing that I have to work for him, it's... Ugh. O zaman niye orada çalışıyorsun? Sormama gereken bir şey mi sordum? Hayır. Hayır. Sadece konuşmak istemiyorum. Pekala. İsmin ne? Bartender. Bana Jill diyebilirsin. Bartender olmak zor mu Jill? Herhangi bir yerde aşçı olmakla aynı şey herhalde. Kaliteli bir şey ortaya çıkarmak için bir sürü duygu içerisine giriyorsun falan. Ve bunları yaparken de insanların sorularına falan cevap veriyorsun. At one point, I thought about being a bartender, but I was afraid they'd make me wear skimpy clothes and dance or something. Here we go again. Well, it depends on where you start working, you know. I guess I was lucky Valhalla didn't end up being a tacky disco overseen by a DJ with an afro. My boss just wanted a comfy place, I think. Your boss sounds like an interesting person. What's with wanting to put me somewhere safe and all that? She is. She's so cool and collected, but has no qualms about showing excitement about stuff. Sure, she's been a bit tense the last couple of days, but even then, when you're with her, everything just feels under control. She also has this mechanical arm. I have no idea how she got it, but... Huh. Sorry, I got carried away. It was fun to see you break the vice bartender character you're using there. I do that. It would be nice to see you meet this boss of yours sometime and thank her. Shall I call her? She'd be glad to know you're okay. Oh no. I shouldn't pester her that way. And besides, it's getting late and I don't want to abuse your generosity. You can ask for another one, although I don't know how much alcohol you can handle. I think I can handle another drink. One Brandtini, please. Coming right up. Brandtini. Oy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 1, aged. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Here. Cheers. Hey Jill, was this job like a lifelong dream or something? Not really. It just kinda happened. One thing led to another and bam, bartending. Do you regret not fulfilling a dream? The only dream I can remember being passionate about was buying a model Warrior Julian arcade machine. Can't say I've given up on that one yet, but alas, adult stuff needs to be paid for first. You've never had a dream you wanted to chase? Not really. I mean, most of my dreams have been silly things or childish dreams. Çocuksu hayaller mi? Bütün eşyaların konuştuğu bir odaya sahip olmak falan filan. Çocuksu hayaller, evet. Ne oldu? I remember I wanted to live in a koi pond when I was 7. That fish seemed to be having a blast to me. So, no dreams. None that I felt particularly motivated to chase now. I mean, I'm fascinated by AIs, but I just couldn't find it in me to study that. So I picked something I found nice and moved on. Okuyamıyorum artık, oku artık. And somewhere along the way I became a bartender. I see. Sonunda. Those dogs left a mess I'm not gonna forget anytime soon. Bu boyut farkı ne ya? Bu adam çok büyütülmüş gözüküyor. Çok büyük bu adam. Niye bu kadar büyük? I mean, how the hell did they throw toilet paper out the window? Oh, a client. Good night, ma'am. Jill, I'm gonna leave early. I need to take care of the smell clinging to my body. Sure. Who was he? A ghost. Nobody you should worry about. Oh. I heard that. Why are you asking all those questions? Because now that I think about it, I don't really have a dream job or anything like that. I think we idealize the idea of a dream job too much. Not everyone walks around with a clear idea of what they want in life. Some take a liking to a job, others find it after many failed attempts. Sometimes life takes an unexpected turn that makes you change your plans. What I mean is, don't worry too much about it. Maybe you're right. Well, I'm gonna take my leave now. Thank you for everything. Please thank your boss on my behalf. Bye. Thank you and come again. And that's it. Are we done for the night? Seems like it. Where's the girl that was here? Gil cleaned the bathroom and left because he stank. Kim woke up and had a couple of drinks and left. So she's called Kim. How did she look to you? How was she? She was freaked out when she woke up, but she managed to calm down. Are you worried about her? Wouldn't you be? I don't know. Hey boss, do you feel like calling you boss is too impersonal? Not really, no. It's not like you call me that because I'm a stranger, just out of habit. Oh. Anyway, you're free to go after you finish washing up the glasses. Let me transfer you today's payments. Maybe I'll give Gil a small bonus for dealing with the bathroom. Okay. Drinks total 2200. Mistakes 1. Bir kere reset attım, ondan bahsediyor. Commission today's payments 550. Tips 500. Oha. Bayağı iyi. Here's an extra for helping that girl calm down. Oha. Fena kazandık bugün lan. Bayağı iyi kazandık. Jill is lost inside about a hollow plant. Buying it will prevent her from getting it too distracted. Okuyamıyorum ya. You can now browse, danger. You can now visit. Tamam. Weren't you gonna have career yesterday? A ghost took my money. Bayağı zenginiz şu an. Aa, shop var. Cute clay houses. Ben ne almak istemiştim? Ha, bu. Alayım bari. Zenginim. Alalım. Geldi. Kayıt edelim oyunumuzu hemen. Bu neymiş? Danger. Dangerous opinions. Mickey concerts too. In the last thread, Unknown wants to confess her feelings to her best friend. I still don't know. And how is she? I bet she's one of those cute clueless girls who can't catch her signals. You say that. But she can be incredibly sharp sometimes. Aa, bu... Şey gibi. O3 falan gibi bir şey mi? I'm afraid that's going to be the case. Yeah, no. I'm going to marry Mickey. Stop being such an attention for we are here for Mickey. Come on. You don't have a fight. Don't pay attention to her. I'm a guy. Now who's attention whore again? Ha, hayır lan. Reddit. Ha, bu eski threadine yanıt vermiş biri. Bunlar yorumlar mı? Ya biraz garip bir şeye sahip olduğu için anlayamıyorum. Happy not birthday, cheeky bastard. Alice Rips hakkında bir konuşma var burada. What it says on the tin. So what's the names on them? Drawing a blank right now. We haven't heard of Alice in a while now that I think of it. Do you think they're planning something? There's this constant rumor I hear about a terrorist attack next week. Don't scare me with that stuff, please. I have enough as it is. LOL. We're going to be attacked and it will be funny to see those white knights fucks do nothing but drink. How do you know if you get hacked by Alice? It's my first time reading about them. Lurk more. She normally leaves a funny SC drawing and a message, something like Happy Not Birthday. Sounds lame as fuck. Why is Alice even a celebrity? The hell? Alice was the one who leaked all the internal White Knights memos. She literally started the rise with leaks. At least try with your baits. Adam haklı ya. Rage bait değil bence yani. Haklı cidden. Sounds lame as fuck abi. Gerçekten. Ve Cildi benimle aynı düşündüğü için Cildi adamı gibi şu an. Mickey concert 1, 2 ha. İlk önce bunu okumam gerekiyormuş. Okay, so let's limit all the concert conversation to this thread. How are you preparing for the best day of your life? I'm going with my boyfriend. I also lie on the internet. Oh wow. Fucking normies get out. That page looks silly. It's amusing in some way. That is so cute. Anon. Anyway, I'm going with a very special friend of mine. Are you the girl from the other day who had a crush on her best friend? Yes. So you're finally going to confess. Oh my god, this is going to be the cutest thing. But I still don't know if I like her. Just wait until Mickey shows up. You'll know right away if you love her. Trust me, I'll be in there. How so? You will understand once you are there with her. Mickey concerts are some magical shit. Mickey kim ya? Mickey konseri. Burada Mickey şarkısı var mı? Sanatçılar yazmıyor. Neyse. Look. Aşağıdan başlayalım. I think Alice might dog. Don't trust this dog. A dog, you say? Why not? After receiving brain enhancements, they're capable of learning at a near human speed. So, why is it so impossible to imagine a gifted dog who uses their brilliance for programming? It makes a lot of sense, right? Well, maybe. Ve bunlar. Aslında bunlar bir şey demek olabilir mi? Çünkü bir dakika. The retribution is Joe. Yanlış mı yazdım sonunu? Bakayım. Hayır, doğru yazmışım. Biraz yanlış. Yani pek bir anlam olmayan bir şey çıktı ama bilemiyorum. The shrimp is so artificial it doesn't trigger my allergies. Üşendim çok okumaya ya. Bir dakika, neyse okuyorum. This is not really a surprise, but a lot of people seem to hate this particular brand of instant food. This is from the survey. Every local of 6,000 wolves, it looks like the market from Shimmerham is reducing. That's good because stocks so much are profitable. Marketteki shrimplerin bok gibi olduğundan falan bahsediyor. Local woman, local hero. This morning a suicide attempt was swarmed by an undefined local woman. People noticed some soon as their process was noticed by soft not notice. A mysterious rescuer. Just when the will-be suicide victim jumps off, a local woman was able to catch them mid-air and fled the scene before anyone could identify her. The mall is taking extra security measures now. Mid-air? That sounds a bit too fantastical. Harbi. Bizim boss falan yapmıştır kesin bunu ya. Ben öyle bir izledim. Öyle bir teoriye doğru gittim. Neyse. Shop'a bir daha gideceğim şimdi. Bakacağım neler varmış. Mickey poster. I couldn't hear one of any all in this week's. Bir şey daha alayım ya ben. Bir şeyler görelim neler varmış. Mickey posteri alalım bir tane. Bu Mickey'miş. Okay. Evet. Bu kadar yeter. O zaman. Bir günümüz oynadık. Evet. Geri kalanını da bir dahakine. Bye bye.